Okay, got a few team games to watch with you today. I'm in Pinball, and at the moment I'm playing with Faithful and Invisible Lord. Invisible Lord's brought the Ultra Select and the Dreadbolt into the fight, but also the Elite 2.0 Echo, which he's currently using, presumably to complete some sort of quest. He's the one in the reindeer outfit. Faithful's using the Dreadbolt and the Dorado, which is an Ultra Sniper rifle that works basically similar to the Ultra 2, but it's got this really cool third nerf ability where every time you get a kill, it increases the power, the damage output of the entire team by 15%, and it stacks 5 times. So if Faithful gets 5 kills, we're all going to be completely mega. So we're going to watch out for that. And not even a minute in, the countdown's on, we've got the tokens, and the battlefield is absolutely flooded with zombies. So we've just completely overrun these first opponents, which is why it was a good first match for the opening song. Let's look at a few more matches. Okay, so we've got the same team, same setup. So Faithful is going to load in using that Dodoro, so let's watch our damage output and see if we can notice it changing. So you can already see the Dodoro's got really good range. Faithful was able to shoot from get-go there. So I'm just moving up towards the middle and just trying to get some hits on. And we're going to look for the numbers that we're doing. So you can see about 7,000 a pop there. It obviously goes up and down depending on who you're shooting against. So yeah, a couple of 11,000s popping in there, but around the so consistently now at the 11,000 mark. So I think that tells us that Faithful's got a kill and we've got at least one of those ticks on. So that's nice to see. I'm just falling back a bit now because I've taken some damage and my healing bar is on cooldown. So we don't want to die, otherwise we can't compare the numbers, can we? Alright, so Invisible Lord's gone down, so we're just going to move forward, pick some of these tokens up. We want to support Faithful, we don't want to leave Faithful forward to take the brunt of the damage, because then the experiment goes to pot. So we've got a stray token over to the left, so I'll just nip under that hammer, pick that up, and now we'll just move back, making sure not to run into that hammer. And as you can see, we're already at 7 tokens with an 8th on the battlefield, so this experiment isn't going to go on too long. Maybe we should have purposely avoided picking up a few tokens, but not to worry, we'll get plenty of chances to look at this. Still appear to be doing about 11,000. I'm surprised, I thought we would have had another tick by now. Faithful obviously forward and fighting hard. I don't think he's got just the one kill, but we don't seem to have exceeded that 11,000 mark, unfortunately. And now we're back down to 7,000, which is weird because Faithful's still up. So I'm not quite sure what's going on there. Let's keep an eye on that throughout the games. We're going to have to put those plans on hold, unfortunately, because something goes wrong and I load in with 2 randoms, presumably bots. That's going to make for a bit of a challenge at least, so let's see what happens. So one of our teammates is sneak attack forward with the Ghoul Grinder or Brainsaw, I can't tell which. So I'm just holding the back as usual. Got some incoming giants there, so there's a Boom Dozer. So doing a good job on that first wave, and now we get to push forward a little bit. I'm holding the left hand flank, and one of the reasons I'm holding here is you get a really good line of sight to your opponent's spawn point. So because I can't rely on my teammates to hold the centre as well, I want to be in a position where I can easily fall back if I need to, which I've already had to. So we've had our line broken and we've been pushed all the way back to our spawn point, which is not good. So all 3 of them pressing down. At the moment only I'm on the battlefield, but my teammates will spawn back in quickly. So I'm just pulling into this corner, managed to pop the token carrier, which is great. So we picked up 4 tokens, popped another token carrier. So not doing too badly here, using this corner and the environment to our advantage, and managed to survive that initial push at least. I'm nearly dead and completely flanked, and I very quickly get taken out. So we're going to have to load back in with the Rivonics. Unfortunately, we're under the cosh, not got time to activate manual fire mode at the moment. And now we've got somebody, an opponent running away with 9 of the tokens. So I'm going to have to give chase. I can't stop to mess around with my settings, unfortunately. So we do manage to take them out. However, I'm now forward on my own and have to try and recover all of these tokens. Hopefully the bots will come in and give a bit of support, but we've got that shield active. We managed to run forward, take out the token carrier, take out the next threat, and now we're retreating with the tokens. So run to the teleporter, and unfortunately get blasted off it before I teleport. Now I'm in a dangerous position, so turn around and return some fire to try and heal a little bit. It's not safe for me to push back forward for the other 2 tokens, but thankfully the bots pick them up. Can't rely on them to hold them and they quickly drop them. So what I'm going to do, fall all the way back to the base. I'm going to run in this little hidey hole. That'll give me the opportunity to turn on manual fire mode. Right, now we're fully powered. Now we can go for the win. Boom, the offensive wave collapses, so now all we need to do is push to the middle. The bot's got some tokens. I could do with trying to get a couple more, but I'm trying to concentrate fire on stopping the opponents from mounting a fresh push. So they moved away from the spawn point. I've fallen back a little bit and I'm just concentrating fire on them. They're obviously coming at me with the 8 tokens. Take them all down, get the victory, so that was alright. We've managed to hold on to Faithful, but Invisible Lord's gone and he's not on my friends list. But if you've played with a real player, if you go onto your friends list, they'll be there in your recommendations. I've already got an invite, so I don't need to. I can add Invisible Lord and get him back in this game. Only he's dropped offline, so just invite everybody. First come, first served. Everyone's welcome on Clown Baby's team. And this is someone I've not played before, Monster Wolf. Let's go. Okay, that's enough of that. Sorry. So, Faithful switched back to the Dreadbolt, and Monster Wolf is using the Dreadbolt as well, using the Rivonics, and interestingly using the Mega Mastodon. So, powerful setup. Let's see how we get on. Well, according to the minimap, it's just me and Faithful, no third teammate to be found. But you know what? I reckon me and Faithful can win this anyway. Faithful's got that Rivonics and is forward. Appears to have teleported backwards, so not to worry, I can hold the front until Faithful gets back forward. Game's being super buggy tonight. So yeah, we're going to have to rely on our teamwork more than ever. But to be honest, we play very well together. Faithful and I play frequently. Faithful is in the Discord. Please join the Discord if you've got Discord. I'll put the link in the description. All enemies down. I'm healing up a bit. Faithful's falling back to the centre. Now they're spawning back in, we can move forward again. Hopefully they keep spawning in dribs and drabs like that. It'll definitely help offset that 3-2 advantage that the opponents have got. If you can call it an advantage, it really isn't. You can't beat Faithful and I, I'm sorry. Not unless you're a team of high-end players near the top of the leaderboard. And if you are, come and play against us. Come on, give me some good content to commentate on. So, Faithful and I in full control of this. The enemy, presumably bots, just meat waving at us. Really helps me as the sniper. And Faithful's just having the time of his life up front with that Rivonics and that shield. Just ripping the enemy to shreds, picking up the tokens, and generally keeping them under the cosh. The enemies are fully focused on trying to take Faithful down, which they're not doing a good job of, which makes it very easy for me to just sit back here and just spray damage at them, which is obviously helpful for Faithful, that's what he wants. He's baiting them out, I'm laying down the covering fire, and between the two of us, we're just eliminating them as soon as they spawn. So, despite the 2-3 disadvantage, we absolutely nail these opponents. Still no idea what's going on. Let's see if we can get a game with 3 teammates. Hey, look at that. Mystery Player 3. Apparently using the default commander RD6, but at least in a badass costume. Okay, we've got Magnitude 10, a new friend in now, using the Dreadbolt, the Brainsaw, and the Mega Thunderbolt. So my apologies to Monster Wolf, who unfortunately didn't actually get to play with us, just got to experience that bullshit on the loading screen. If you see me online, please join in. I hope to feature you in a video soon. So I've got a great little sniper spot here with a good line of sight to the enemy spawn point. I've got my teammates forward doing the thing, and I can just sit back and lay down some heavy damage. So these games have been really chaotic and all over the place tonight. I've not managed to get a consistent set of games with like the same teammates, the same setups, so I've not managed to actually make the video that I wanted to make, but still, we're getting some interesting gameplay footage in, which is what we want really. I know there's some regulars to this channel who enjoy watching my videos and you look out for fairly frequent content, so I'm trying to make a bit more of a concerted effort to try and keep those up. I know I had a bit of a drop off before Christmas, so I am trying to put the videos out there for you. I really do appreciate the support. I appreciate every single comment. I read them all. Thank you for making this video and this channel a success. It's been a really interesting year. Never in a million years when I started did I think I'd have a community of people around me. Did I think I'd have a Discord, albeit a very small Discord, and I'd have a string of new and returning players featuring on my channel and interacting with it. Yeah, it's really cool, so thanks very much, really appreciate it. Oh, we got incoming here, nearly broke our line, but we managed to spot them coming down the centre. This entire fight's been focused on our right hand flank, which is a bit unusual really. Like, the left's wide open, but the enemy's not taking advantage of it in any way whatsoever. So that tells you that they are probably bots and they're just concentrating all the fire on my two teammates who are forward. Although, oof, fall in the hole there, that's quite funny. Always embarrassing, but it's always a laugh when it happens. So never mind, we'll restart that countdown. I've fallen all the way back to our base now. Countdown's been interrupted again, so we're going to have to restart that. Check out Faithful at the front there with his white dread bolt. That was in the last video as well. That's just another bug that's been showing up. Oh god, I get taken out. That was very surprising. Right, so we'll come back in with the Rivonics. Obviously, all the coins sat there waiting for us. We've got time to turn on manual fire mode, not that it matters too much. We've got the shield active, so let's just finish this game out. And as this game ends, I just want to give a special shout out to Solo Dragon. I don't get to see you online much anymore. I think that's due to time differences. So please come and say hi and join in the games when you see me online. I do miss you. Magnitude 10's dropped out and we've got a bot in the place. Would much rather have Solo Dragon or Sonic Reindeer or Solid Snake or any of the regulars. Mr. Crow, always a great player. Yeah, really good to have this little community around us. Let's keep playing. I've noticed some of the older regular players have dropped off, which is a shame. I don't see much of Rock Index anymore, and Rock Index used to be frequently online and playing a lot. Also, not seen a lot of King Tony, not seen a Nerf Superblast video from King Tony for about a month. So if you're out there, Tony, hope you're doing well. Also not seen Not Enough Nerf online for ages, which is a shame because he was the reason I found this game in the first place. I saw from his regular Nerf channel. I was really hoping that I could feature him in a video one day. I've not managed to do it yet. So if you do see this on the very off chance, please start playing again. Would love to play with you. And Faithful gets taken out. I can't provide support in fire because everyone was behind the pillar. They turn on me and I get taken out. So down goes the tank, down goes the sniper, coming back in with the Rivonics. Not got time to immediately turn on that manual fire mode. Have to hit the shield out of the gate just to survive. So we're under the cosh now. Start difference from the last match. Got a moment of a break to turn on that manual fire mode. Now we can properly Rivonics. So we successfully defend that very difficult push. We need to fight our way back to the middle, regain control over the battlefield and win this match. I get taken out by a double punch. That's nasty. So I've not got anything off cooldown, so I've got to come in with the Cyclone Shock. We'll hit that Dragon Power. We don't need to survive long. Come up against that double punch. He hits that shield. I get taken out by a Retaliator. To worry, that gives me the Ultra Select back. So we've got somebody on our spawn point, take them out easily. I've had to heal, unfortunately, because it did a fair bit of damage to me. Right, we've taken out the wave at the centre, pushed back, and now we're in control of the centre, and now we're firing on their spawn point. So how the turntables. Now obviously making a bit more of a concerted effort after the opponents put us under the cosh a bit there. We know we've got that Rivonics, there it is, the shield's active. So we just need to stay out of its line of sight and away from other players until the shield goes down. Then we can take the Rivonics out. Rivonics goes down. Right, this is our window. We've got about a minute before that comes back up. We might as well use this to get all the 10 tokens. We know they're on the battlefield. Now we can make a fighting retreat back towards our base. We don't want to abandon our teammates. We just want to retake our sniping position from the beginning and keep the opponents under the cosh at their own spawn point without having to advance. There goes the countdown. There goes the victory. Boom! It's a bit of a hard time for a moment near the end there in the last game. coming into the next match, and I noticed that Faithful has swapped out one of his blasters. I can't remember what he was using before, but now using the Ultra one, a blaster that's got a special place in my heart in this game. It's not the most powerful, it's not the strongest, but god damn, it is a decent fun blaster. Don't use it in real life though. It is badly designed. It's got terrible aim, fires all over the place, but in this game I recommend you use the Ultra one. I get those tokens under heavy fire, need to retreat a bit, so you notice the bot on our team is just meat waving, so just running forward. Thankfully that's providing enough of a distraction for us to collect the tokens and just try and hold our side of the battlefield. I come under heavy fire and I die. Dragon Power double punch is nasty. Right, bang on the manual fire mode on the Rivonics, run forward and get taken out before I can even hit that shield by the exact same player. That's frustrating, so we need to turn auto fire back on, and now we're down to our Cyclone Shock, so I'm going to just run and pick those tokens up, retreat back to my side of the battlefield. Inevitably I am going to get taken out, and I want to drop the tokens on my side of the battlefield, not the opposing side, and Sneak Attack Grainsword takes us out. Everything's on cooldown. It's been a long old while. Right, so Cyclone Shock's first up. I'm just going to meat wave forward with that Dragon Power. I know the Ultra Select's going to be there when I come back, so just run forward, boom, get the tag, do a bit of damage, get taken out by another double punch, all the double punches. So we got the Ultra Select back, so now we need to like focus fire. I'm not losing to a bunch of randoms and bots. Going to make a point, so we take one out, take a fair bit of damage there, take another out, manage to pick up a few tokens, need to retreat because I have had to heal and I've still like lost half of my health, so need to be careful, can't stay forward at the moment. Thankfully we excel at supporting our teammates from the back, so doing a good job sniping there, taking out distracted opponents. We've got the 10 tokens, the countdown is on. Falling back, but we need to keep an eye on Faithful. He has got the Rivonic, so he'll probably be fine, but let's not take anything for granted. Let's make sure that we get this victory, and we do. Very good game. We're in 3v3 now, and we're starting off in the dungeon. Starting in the dungeon means that we start with the Rivonics, which means the manual fire mode goes on, and we're heading for that backboard immediately. So just concentrate fire on that. Like, the Rivonics completely breaks this map to the point where it's kind of unfair and unfun really, but that's the meta, so you know, take advantage of it. Like, it's not our fault that the devs have created this oppressive environment. I do hope they do something about it though, because I've seen other games like South Park Phone Destroyer, which I used to play, where the devs stop fixing problems in the game and the player base dwindles off. I used to play that game, I dwindled off as well. The Rivonics will be the death of Nerf Superblast if something isn't done about it. I've got 2 videos on that, go and watch them if you want them. I do know that Solid Snake is boycotting the use of the Rivonics for this reason, which I do respect. But I can't really advocate for the community doing the same in a game that is completely and utterly overrun by bots. If the game was like all human players, or at least like 75+% human players, I think I'd be calling for everybody to do the same thing. But it's a game full of bots, and like, I don't see what the value is in boycotting the best blaster in the game when you're likely to be fighting bots most of the time. I get that when you come to those human on human matches, like, there's definitely honor in doing that, but for the most part, like, this game's a grind, and why make it harder? Like, Solid Snake, you're the top player in the game, at least in terms of mastery level, so I completely get that, like, you can do fine without the Rivonics, but the rest of us, not so much. We don't really have the power to do anything about this. Like, my biggest hope is that some of the devs possibly pay attention to the community, possibly even pay attention to some of the YouTubers. However, that's extremely unlikely, given that there's basically radio silence via social media, no real community interaction from them whatsoever, and they think nothing of repeatedly just pushing back deadlines for new battle passes. It's a game on life support, and as long as a few of us keep playing it, keep interacting with it, it should keep going for a bit longer, and hopefully we'll get a bit of new content and we can still continue to enjoy this. But realistically, unless the game swells in popularity, it's unlikely to happen. And it's unlikely to swell in popularity because of the problems it's got, because of the lack of dev involvement. So, you know, vicious cycle, but while we're still here, come and join my team.
Only the top players answer the call. Mr. Cloud coming in with the dreadbolts, bringing the power, watching enemies fall. Faithful joins with the weapons in hand, the mighty squad and the entire land. The enemies fall while zombies rise. The whole team focused on winning first prize. In the Nerf war, teamwork gets the win. Watch each other's backs like sacred can. Heading into battle, you need a friend. Now baby squad gets the win again. Solo Dragon is ready to lend a hand. Clown Baby Squad in high demand. Precision tactics, they ring true. Clown Baby's team always pull through. Foam darts loaded, blasters prime. Power cards ready to turn the tide. 10 tokens needed, that is all. Nobody can stop us, they all fall. Sonic Reindeer comes online with Gel Illusion. They're ready to join the team again. King Tony's ready, he's in the crew. We can't beat him because he's better than you. In the Nerf war, teamwork gets the win. Watch each other's backs like sacred can. Heading into battle, you need a friend. Clown Baby Squad gets the win again. In the Nerf war, teamwork victory ends. Always looking for new friends. You can be part of a crew. Clown Baby's team, we need you. Teamwork gets the win. Watch each other's backs like sacred can. Heading into battle, you need a friend. Clown Baby Squad gets the win again. Without teamwork, victory ends. Always looking for new friends. You can be part of our crew. Clown Baby's team, we need you.
Okay, that's it for today. I hope you've enjoyed watching the video. It was great to have so many new friends in the video, even though I didn't get to play games with everybody. Hope you enjoyed watching, and I will see you all soon.